All right, are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Awesome. What is happening, everyone? Today, this is Vaughn, and in this video, we're going to be going over 6 things you didn't know about Grand Rapids, and it's coming up right now. For Thanks to Doing Sights to See, you are now watching Live Great TV, and I am your official host to Living Great in Grand Rapids and the West Michigan area. My name is Vaughn Greathouse. Hey, if you want to know more about the Grand Rapids area and what it's like to live, work, and have fun in West Michigan, make sure you hit that subscribe button, slap that notification bell, or at least just hit the like button so you won't miss out on all the brand new videos that I put out each and every week, because honestly, I love making these videos for you. But even more than that, as a licensed real estate agent in the state of Michigan, I love helping you make that transition over to the West Michigan area. So that number, I believe, is right above or below in the description. That's my direct contact info. And yes, I'm the one who answers those calls and messages. So feel free to reach out with any questions, comments, or concerns. And with that being said, let's get right into it. I'm actually really excited to tell you the 6 things that you didn't know about Grand Rapids. Maybe you have. Don't, shoot the messenger. I just wanted to make sure I get this information out, because a lot of people who are learning about Grand Rapids, or maybe think they know about Grand Rapids, whether you're local or not, you want to know the ins and outs. So as I find out things, I want to share them with you to help your experience here 10 times better. I get a lot of calls and messages from people who, want to talk one-on-one, and I'm happy to do so. So as I'm going forward, showing you these things, let me know in the comments if you've heard of any of them, or if there's anything about these 6 topics that you know that you can contribute. I love talking to you guys in the chat. So make sure you message, make sure we connect so I can go over that. So the first thing, number 1, this is big, because if you visited Grand Rapids and you know about the parking situation, that is going to be, it's a big deal. So if you haven't yet, or you haven't visited, I'm giving you a clear heads up that you get these yellow ticket. Maybe I have one. Let me see. Here it is. Of course I have one, because they're just, all right. So crazy. All right. So this is a parking ticket. This is exactly what it looks like when it goes on your car. This will be right underneath your windshield, and you're probably not going to be too excited about it, but yeah, you got to pay it. So one thing is, Grand Rapids actually has monthly parking. You can pay to park on a month-to-month basis and not have to worry about these guys in your car. So what I want to do is go over to my desktop and show you this. So when you go to the Grand Rapids website, it's actually pretty nifty. You can request a monthly parking permit and placement, or you can just go on the waiting list. Now, this is high demand now, you guys, so don't expect to get it right away, but maybe you can. I'm not sure what the current status is, but are you looking for a monthly parking permit in the downtown Grand Rapids area? You're in the right place to request a permit or get on our parking permit waiting list. So you got a form you can put in. You can do it by phone or go in person and get you a post. Now, one thing I did have open is the rates. So yeah, so you'll see a short-term rate, like $14. A monthly rate is $115. You got to think, if it's a month and you live or work downtown Grand Rapids, you could easily pay $115, especially if you forget one of them. You're gonna pay like $90. So different areas. So they have area 2, 3, 6, Fulton, Monroe Center, Napa, Grand Rapids Public Museum. All these different places to park downtown that'll be in close proximity to wherever you need to go in regards to making your way around the Grand Rapids area. So number 1 of 6 is that Grand Rapids actually has monthly parking. This is a big deal for people who have a lot of these yellow tickets and they don't want anymore. Go ahead and pay. It's going to be a lot cheaper for you in the long run. So that's definitely number 1 on the list. Number 2 on the list, is going to be Grand Rapids has a zoo. Grand Rapids actually has a zoo. It's called John Ball Zoo. And here it is. I'll go to the website so you can see exactly what exhibits they have. So many awesome exhibits. Now you can take they have a live webcam. You can take the kids out, take your family out just to enjoy the time out here. So you can click on YouTube and actually see what the animals are doing. You can get a membership. You can have rentals, like if you want to have events there or caterings. They have a huge uh, yard area or grass area where you can set up tents. I always see like balloons and people blowing up those inflatables and whatnot. An excellent experience. Now they have tigers. They have this red I forget, red panda, I think it's called. Yeah, red panda. And they're an endangered species, so that's one of the ones that they're most proud of, an exhibit that they're proud of. Another thing is in the fall they will have uh the October like Halloween events and whatnot. So you can definitely get a chance to go check those out. They have music, lions, face painting. The kids and the children really love it. Skip the line passes. People, the cool thing about the zoo in Grand Rapids is the fact that whenever you okay, so living here, I don't go to the zoo a lot, but whenever someone's like, "Hey, we should go to the zoo," it's kind of like you don't want to turn it down because you don't know the next time someone's going to ask you to go. So it's an awesome experience. If you haven't been to the John Ball Zoo, it is a really great experience. It's not massive. You won't get lost, but you can spend a good chunk of your day there. You can probably get there at like noon and stay there until at least 4 o'clock and just enjoy yourself the entire time. So the zoo, John Ball Zoo, is going to be number 2. It's a big deal, and it's definitely something you want to check out. Here we go with number 3, and that is going to be that Grand Rapids is a pretty popular foodie town. We actually have a lot of great places to eat in the area. This is just from Channel 13. I have no rights to this information here, but I definitely want to point out so you can check on your own and do your own due diligence. So they have a large display of food trucks. Now, food trucks are a great experience because you can walk around. If there's music around, you can enjoy yourself. Things you wouldn't normally get at a restaurant, you can get at a food truck. So it's a great experience. So now they have in the Ionia Fair, they're going to have a large food truck exhibit September 24 that you definitely want to check out. So many great opportunities, and just being around it, seeing what food that's out here. We even have a brand new jazz bar where you can just go get food and just enjoy music. So some of my favorite places to go in the area. Number 1, I love Butchers Union. There's always like a 3-hour wait. There's always like a 3-hour wait to go to Butchers Union. Some other notable places are like Rockwell's Republic. They have really good brunch and drinks there. Always have some kind of special. You can sit on the patio. Another great place to go to for brunch, because I love brunch, it's great, is Wolfgang's. Wolfgang's is in Easttown, and it's a very popular place that people go. They get the skillets. They have so many great entrees and dishes to eat there. It's absolutely amazing. A hidden gem is Cherry Inn. So right off of Cherry Street, Cherry Inn, they just have like, I don't know, it's like a gourmet type of like home style cooking that you can't really get anywhere else. So make sure you check out Cherry Inn. There's a lot of great places to eat in Grand Rapids. So just wanted to point out that number 3 is that Grand Rapids has a great food scene. And not to forget to mention, we are getting a Whole Foods. Grand Rapids is on the rise here. We're coming up. We're doing big things. So the Grand Rapids Whole Foods market is coming August 17, which today is the 14th. So it's coming up real soon. So, I'll be in line. So for all the people who love to eat healthy, who want to do that type of thing, not everybody does, but it's always cool. Like we get Whole Foods. Like it's a big deal around here for like not a huge town, but we're moving up. Anyways, let me see. Number 4 is going to be Drum roll, please. Da, 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 da. All right, I'm going to share my screen one more time. Is that Grand Rapids has a great co-ed social activity group, and it's called Jam. Now, this is formerly known as Grand Rapids Sports and Social Club, but it's an opportunity. Like, if you're from out of town, you don't really know anyone, and you are active, you want to get to know people, you want to set up a team, you want to do things like that, this is a great opportunity for you to do so. So some of the sports that they have, just to go over the top while I change this, they have basketball, card games if you aren't that active, dodgeball, football, outdoor, kickball, soccer, softball, volleyball, beach volleyball, and volleyball in the court. So, and they have it usually 3 different times out of the year. Make sure you check out jamsports.com, grandrapids.jamsports.com, and you can find out more information about that, just to get out, get active, meet people, like-minded people who like to just get outdoors and be active. Grand Rapids has a ton of parks, so a lot of the events that happen outdoors happen at the parks, different parks. So you'll get to know where those cool parks are, where the great parks are, just by being a part of this group. And then afterwards, after you've played your game, a lot of people, the sponsors for whatever event you're playing, will have get-togethers and meet and greet type of things where they give away prizes and stuff like that. But you can also mingle, hang out, get to meet people who weren't on your team, or people that you kind of clicked with while you're doing that. So it's a great opportunity to get out there and enjoy it. So make sure you check out Jam Sports. It's number 4. Number 5 is going to be that, I'm sharing my screen with you again here. Grand Rapids has a hotel district. I did not know this until today, so shout out to Kathleen, who kind of made me aware of this. It's awesome. So there are some prominent hotels in the area: the Amway Grand Plaza, the AC Hotel, City Flats Hotel, Courtyard Marriott, Finley Hotel, Holiday Inn, Homewood Suites, Hyatt, as you can see here, and even Residence Inn is probably the newest one downtown. And they actually sponsor a lot of things that are in the area as far as what to do. So different food events. It's easily very walkable. So you'll get a map of the area. It basically, getting more, I don't know a ton about this, I'm just going to be straightforward, but being involved in the hotel district, you get to experience what it's like to actually live in the area. And some people who live in the Grand Rapids area will check out the hotel district as like a staycation, if you will, just to get to know more about the area. So check out this website. It is hoteldistrictgr.com. We can find out more about the area. So there's different meetings that happen, and they always keep this website updated. Super clean cut, easy to find out, different events in the area. Show you where to dine, best places to dine, best places to get entertainment, shopping, art and culture. You'll find so much information about the Grand Rapids area. They even have a TikTok page. So make sure that you check out the hotel district. You're definitely not going to want to miss out on the hotel district. All right, now we are at the final one. And this one I have been wanting to do a video on, in particular, just because I get questions from folks, and it really is interesting to me as well, because it kind of it takes away from the norm. And this is going to be that in Grand Rapids, tiny houses are permitted. Tiny houses are permitted. They call them AUDs, accessory unit dwellings, and there's certain rules and restrictions behind them. Let me share my screen with you. There's certain rules and restrictions behind them, but they are permitted in Grand Rapids according to the Michigan tiny houses. This is getjerry.com. I think it's mainly like insurance, but they actually go into detail about the tiny houses. The world of tiny houses in Michigan is centered on mainly accessory dwelling units, or ADUs, with specific rules and regulations in the hands of individual cities and counties. You'll need to gain expertise in your local laws in order to comply with Michigan safety and building requirements. So just so you can see, a few of them are tiny houses legal in Michigan. They're different county by county, municipality by municipality, but Michigan cities that allow tiny houses: Ann Arbor, Briley Township, Dearborn, Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, Lansing, and Traverse City. So if people who are thinking of doing that, they have the code restrictions. Obviously, you need to check with the local municipality before you go ahead and do it. I know that if there's a dwelling on a piece of property already, it's not permitted to put a small house there. I think it needs its own lot. It needs its own place there. So just do your due diligence, or contact me if this is something you're really serious about, and we can dig in together, because it's definitely something that I'm also interested in. And just to spice things up a little bit, there was a lady or someone who was looking to have the tiny house done, and she ended up getting some pushback. So I thought that was really interesting, and I actually will include this link in the bottom. Let me just share my screen here with you, and that way you can see what she went through as far as getting a tiny house. So the article is Tiny House, Big Frustration for Grand Rapids Woman Looking to Downsize. Fed up with the housing market, Sarah Simon had a tiny house built in 2020. However, she cannot find a place to permanently and legally place it. So this basically showed what she went through. She sold her condo and started looking for other homes and couldn't find anything, especially with the market how it was. And she ended up actually finding a place, and she went through this company called Great Lakes Tiny Homes, which I actually have the link to right here. See if I can share it with you. And they have financing options, some awesome architecture, great quality, a lot of great ratings when I look these guys up online. Very favorable. So if you're looking to get into tiny houses, you want to sit on the toilet and wash your hands at the same time and be able to go to sleep in your bed, you could definitely do that at some of these houses. But this is an awesome experience, even if you just want to try it out on your own. So you can just pay credit or book a visit. Check this website out. I'll also include it in the description. But I thought this was very interesting. I want to do a series on more tiny houses, and also do a series on the container houses, because these are growing high in the trends, and people want to know more about them. As how can they get more efficient? How can they be more savvy as far as earnings and their money, especially if they sold their huge house and they want to downsize and they don't need a big house. They want to try it out. I think everybody should have that opportunity. So I definitely want to go over those. And that's it. Those are the 6 things that you didn't know about Grand Rapids. I'm excited to get this information out to you. I hope you can tell. But at the same time, that's just what I wanted to get across. And Desiree Smith says, hello and God bless. Salute to you, Desiree. Thank you for tuning in. Everyone who's watching, shoot me a thumbs up or a like. Show me some love. I'm really excited because people need to know this information. And by you joining forces with me as a team, we can let people know about the area. And I learn from you all just the same as you learn from me. So as I hear things in the comments and people are like, hey, you should do a video about this, I take that to heart and I'll shoot a video about it because I just love doing this. But that's pretty much it. Message me. My information is below. Again, for things to do and sights to see, this is Live Great TV, and I am your official host to Living Great in Grand Rapids and the West Michigan area. My name is Vaughn Greathouse. Hey, if you want to know more about the Grand Rapids area and what it's like to live, work, and have fun in West Michigan, make sure you hit that subscribe button, snap that notification bell, or at least just hit the like button so you won't miss out on all the brand new videos that I put out each and every week, and do my Sunday night lives with you all. My information is below. Feel free to contact me anytime, any questions, comments, or concerns. As a licensed real estate agent, I love helping you make that transition to the area. So get a hold of me anytime. Like I said, Vaughn Greathouse. Until next time, we will see you on the next video.